You always need eyes on him. Fourth most catches in the NFL. It's the Bears and the Browns, and it's coming up next.
The dog pound will be barking as EA Sports is pleased to join you from the always raucous Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they're in a real groove of late, winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Now the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his 2nd season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 20 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Watson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And they work this right upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Watson on first down.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Deshaun Watson, when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket, those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. Last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
From the red zone now, Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They go with Chubb on second down. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Watson.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front, and to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they're just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Again, it's Charbonnet.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Second down, here's Charbonnet.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Bears coming in looking for win number 10 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Young off the play fake.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change, where all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent.
He's got him in, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. Now it's Watson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
From the gun, here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. A nice little juke. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Again, it's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one hits at the run, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
On the toss to Charbonnet.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 3rd down and 1. There's Charbonnet once again.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
They go play action. Young. Touchdown! DJ Moore. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Breaks a tackle. And now off to the races, down the right side. Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. He'll get this to about the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Charbonnet. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. On play action, Young. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 36 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I guess, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Well, he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Watson.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Finding Nick Chubb on the slant.
Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Zach Charbonnet and his teammates back to the field for another drive.
And now the 1,400-yard mark eclipsed. A touchdown on that last drive. He's put together such a solid season. We always talk about 1,000-yard campaigns, and 2,000 so elusive, but 1,500, that's a nice total to aim toward, too.
It really is, because when you get to that type of a number, you know those guys up front have done yeoman duty, right? And what we don't give them enough credit for is not just the initial blocks that they make. It's that second and third block. Sometimes you get the combination blocks where you're running the power game. But how about the linemen who can get their block on the line of scrimmage and climb to the second and the third level and get linebackers and defensive backs downfield to gain additional yardage?
And they have done that to perfection almost this year. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The trick play works. He's got the first.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Off the play fake, Young.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Young now on the move to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Now a second down throw for Young.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. DJ Moore headed back out as the Bears take over on possession. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now run by Charbonnet.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Opposite, green.
A run now with Charbonnet.
And able to get this this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
137 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Set, ready.
The first down carry here for Johnson.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Young to throw it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Bryce Young taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
To throw is Watson. Here's a diving catch right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for first. The play fake, now Young. And that is incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
He's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Ready?
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Young from the shotgun. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And they'll run on third down with Charbonnet.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll run it here with Charbonnet. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, Charbonnet.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that, oh no, he lost the football.
And one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for a 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They were looking to throw, holding at a big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A give running right is Chubb. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
33 yards that time.
Come on, set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Again, it's Charbonnet. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Charbonnet will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
On first down, it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They go with Chubb on second down. Powering forward. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, 66 yards.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
Now Jones.
Jones now on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Right back to him on first down.
To about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, here's Charbonnet.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Young now from the 50. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Ready. Check, pitch. Set.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he'll work down inside the 45.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. Third down. Again, it's Charbonnet.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
Young to throw.
And he will find Scott on the right side complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance of 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Chicago, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.